Good afternoon, everyone. I'm your host, Melanie Flores, and you're watching What's Happening in the SBC. For today's show, we'll be talking about the Robinson Film Center's The Robbies. Sitting next to me is our guest, Megan Hostetler. She is the Executive Director. Thank you so much for being here, Megan.
Sure. Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Yes, I'm so happy you're here. So the glamour of Hollywood coming to the Robinson Film Center for its 5th annual Robbies, the opulent red carpet party held annually on the eve of the Academy Awards. Mark your calendar for this Saturday, February 8th, to help celebrate North Louisiana's only nonprofit art house theater. Hollywood is known for the most fashionable parties with the most dazzling party guests, and that's what's in store for you at this year's Robbies. Arrive on the red carpet and your Hollywood best to dozens of your adoring fans. Venture inside to taste gold star delicacies from Abby Singer's chef, Tootie Morrison, and sip on exclusive handcrafted cocktails, craft beer, and champagne. They will have fabulous trips, VIPs, worthy items, and experiences to bid on at auction, and not to be outdone by the Oscars ceremony the following day. They will also be handing out coveted Robbie Awards for Best Dressed, Best Couple, Best Bling, and more. Don't forget your dancing shoes, because they're taking it to the streets for the best after party in town featuring live music from Windstorm. So Megan, thank you again for being here, and it's good to see you. And could you just tell us more about your job?
Sure. I'm the Executive Director of the Robinson Film Center. I've been there since 2011. I started in a different position. I started as what's called the media educator, and I went into schools and taught film programs in schools through K through 12. And then I became what was called the audience director, where I programmed all the movies and worked directly one-on-one with audience members. And then in 2016, I became the executive director. And so that means I kind of head up the whole organization. And on a good day, it means I'm not really doing anything, because I have a team of people that are fantastic at their jobs. And my job is kind of steer the ship and steer the team and kind of make sure everyone's doing their own job. And like I said, if that's going well, there's not a whole lot for me to do. But we're a nonprofit organization, like you said, the only art house in Northwest Louisiana. I think we're the only art house in our region too, in the whole Arklatex. And that means that we're a nonprofit. We're a nonprofit organization, so we take donations and raise money, like at the Robbies, to show things like independent films, documentaries, international films, locally made films, the kind of movies that you don't typically see at bigger theaters. So that's a part of what we do. Another big part is our education program. Like I said, that's how I started out there. So I have a soft place for the education program in my heart. And we work with schools. We have an after-school program called the Teen Film Council that you're familiar with. And we also have summer film camps. So upstairs on the second floor, we have a full-service restaurant and bar. We have an event space that people can rent out for things like receptions, parties, business meetings. So in one building, there is a whole lot going on.
That's so awesome. That's perfect for the viewers. I've never heard about the Robinson or, the Robbies. Could you tell us about the history of the Robinson Film Center?
Yeah, so we opened our doors in 2008. As an organization, we existed a couple of years before that, because it took a little while for the team that was putting this together to raise the money and build the building and be able to open the doors. But we opened in 2008, so we celebrated our 10th anniversary in 2018, which I cannot believe is now 2 years ago. So we're on our 12th year. The history is back when the big megaplexes came into town, like at the Boardwalk and Cinemark, they started closing down all of the smaller neighborhood theaters. Like, you're too young to know this, but there were theaters in the Mall St. Vincent and Pierre Bossier in South Park. There was a movie theater at Shreve City. There was one at Eastgate, and all of those little neighborhood theaters started closing down. So a group of people from Centenary College, they had the Centenary Film Society, and they thought that our community needed a neighborhood theater for people to go to, and a place that was going to show, more than just the blockbusters, to show those kind of challenging independent films and foreign films and documentary films. And so they got together with some business-minded people and some people that were really good at fundraising, and they decided to take on this project of opening this film center. So that's kind of how we got to be open, and then it's just been really rocking and rolling since then. There's challenges, because running a nonprofit is always challenging. You're always looking for more funds to be raised. You're always looking for more reasons to get people in the door buying tickets and buying hamburgers. But overall, it's been really exciting, and we're really grateful to the support of our community, because without people buying memberships. Without people coming to see movies or coming to eat in our bistro, we would have closed a long time ago. So we're really, really grateful for the support of our community, and we're really happy to be here.
That's so awesome. And what are like some of the events that you host to help with that kind of bringing of an audience?
Well, our kind of model is to be more than just a movie theater and to offer more than just a movie. We want to immerse our audience in the world of the movie as soon as they walk in the door. So sometimes that's with themed dinners. We'll serve a dinner that is featured in a movie or that is themed around a movie. It might be trivia before a movie. It might be having an expert guest speaker come introduce the movie that would kind of give our audience context. And then a lot of times it's Q&As after a movie that gives our audience opportunities to ask questions and to start a dialogue. And that's what we want to use movies for as a jumping off place to start conversation. So we're always trying to think of things like that. Like we showed Frozen 2 this in January, and we had Elsa and Anna in costume taking pictures with kids. So we want to do fun things like that just is a little something extra and gives people a reason to want to come. When we showed Downton Abbey in September, we had 5 sold out Downton Abbey dinners. Yes.
That's awesome.
So what I learned from that is that Shreveport-Bossier loves Downton Abbey.
Yes.
So, you can maybe see these movies other places, but you can't get that same experience anywhere other than the Robinson. So we're always looking for ways to kind of give our audience a little something extra.
Mm-hmm. And so the Robbies were also a part of that same reason.
Yes. So, and the Robbies is our main fundraiser. It's one of only 2 fundraisers that we do all year. And it's always held the night before the Oscars. We love the Oscars in our line of work. And we want to bring that same Hollywood glitz and glamour that you experience if you were to go to the Oscars in Los Angeles. We want to bring that to Shreveport. So our guests, they're greeted on the red carpet. There's adoring fans cheering for them when they walk up. Paparazzi are taking their pictures. There's someone handing them a glass of champagne as they walk up. They're just, you will have never felt as much like a star as you do at the Robbies. So that's just the beginning. That's just when you walk in the door. Upstairs, inside our building and upstairs, we have lots of delicious food created by our chef, Tootie Morrison, like you said earlier. We have handcrafted cocktails. We have 3 specialty cocktails this year, and they're all themed on Oscar-nominated films. So on the red carpet, you're going to get Judy's ruby slippers from the movie Judy. Goes with the red carpet. And then we have 2 specialty cocktails upstairs. One is called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And it's got some glitter in it to kind of give you that Hollywood glitter in your drink. And then the other one is the 1917, which refers to a film that was set in World War I in Britain. Mm-hmm. And so it's a tea-based cocktail. So everything, like I said, is immersing you in the life of the movies. We have a silent auction that I was working on right up until the moment I came over here. So we have some great trips. Trips to Costa Rica, Portugal, Canada to go skiing, New Orleans to a music festival. We have lots of great Robinson silent auction items. So like you can bid on a movie screening of your choice that you can have the whole theater to yourself to invite 124 of your friends to come watch whatever movie you want. We have, you can bid on a chance to name a menu item on our menu. And so you can pick whatever menu item you want and name it after whoever you want it to. And it'll be on our menu for a year. And then we have some jewelry items and some art, lots of great art. So that's happening at the Robbies. We're giving away our own Robbies Awards, which, they're giving out the Oscars the next day in Hollywood. And we take ourselves a little less seriously than the Oscars. So our Robbies Awards are for things like best hair, best bling, best couple, life of the party. So, and they're actual awards. You come up on stage and accept your award.
That's awesome.
And you get to take your award away with you, and it's you can keep it forever and ever and put it somewhere treasured. And then at the end of the night, we have the band Windstorm, which is a blast, and we dance till they make us go home well after midnight. So that's it. That's the party in a nutshell. I'm sure I'm forgetting some things, but it is just a blast. So we want to just show our guests a great time. but also let them know that they are helping us. So their ticket purchase and their sponsorships go to fund all of those things that we do year round. And we couldn't do it without the support of the people that come to the Robbies.
That's so special, and so many people miss out on that because they just never heard of it.
Yeah.
And what are the things that go into preparation for the Robbies?
Well, we have a team of staff members that have been working around the clock recently to get ready for this. But primarily this is put on by our board of directors. So our board of directors is a volunteer board that help, govern our organization throughout the year. And this is their big project that they put on. So they've been working hard, collecting auction items, donating wine for our wine pool. You can pay $25 at the party and get a take home a wine bottle. It's a surprise. You don't know what it's going to be till you open it. So our board has been working hard at things like that to help put on this party. So it takes a team. I mean, a big team of like 50 people, everyone doing their own part to kind of make this happen.
That's so awesome and crazy. It's so important, and it's helping the center and helping our community. And it's a very important event, and we're going to come right back to it. We're going to go to a break real quick. Okay. Brandy Bibby has a new segment, Get Out of the House, and we're going to take a quick break. We'll come right back.
Hi, I'm Brandy, and this is Get Out of the House. Finding Neverland is coming to the Strand Theater. Far and away the best musical of the year, according to the NPR, and the winner of the Broadway.com's Audience Choice Award for Best Musical. This breathtaking smash captures the kid at heart, says Time Magazine. Finding Neverland tells the incredible story behind one of the most beloved characters, Peter Pan. Lose yourself in the magic and the journey of the playwright J.M. Barr's quest for the inspiration to write his classic tale as it springs amazingly to life in this heartwarming theatrical event. This Saturday, February the 8th at 8 p.m. For more info, check into their website, thestrandtheater.com. If you're looking for something more with a little speed and action, catch our local Mugbugs as they take on the Springfield Junior Blues at the Hearst Coliseum, February the 8th. Puck drop is at 7:11 p.m. Check out their website, georgespine34.com, for more details. Mardi Gras is in full swing, and if you want something more pet-friendly, check out the crew of Barkus and Meow, Wolfstock, February the 9th at Reeves Marine Event Center. Activities begin at noon, and the parade rolls at 3 p.m. Proceeds will benefit abused, neglected, and homeless animals of Bossier. I'm Brandy, and this is Get Out of the House. For more updates, check back with us next week.
Welcome back. If you're just now tuning in, I'm your host, Melanie Flores, and I'm joined by the Robinson Film Center's Executive Director, Megan Hostetler. We are just discussing the center's upcoming event, the Robbies. And can you kind of reiterate what's the itinerary for the event?
Yes, so our red carpet arrivals start at 7, and that's from 7 to 8. And a lot of times, even once you've walked the red carpet, you want to kind of hang out there and see who else is arriving, because the red carpet arrivals is just a really, really fun and exciting part. So then at 8 o'clock, if you're not already inside, we pull you inside, because we have our auction open from 7 to 9:15, and during that whole time too, there's a piano bar where people are playing music and singing. We have lots of food, lots of drink, photo opportunities, things like that. So that's the time you just kind of mingle and have fun. At 9:15, the auction is over, and we all head back outside to Texas Street, where we have a big tent set up, a big dance floor set up. And at 9:30, we have our Robbies Awards outside, and then Windstorm plays, and that's all she wrote. We just dance and party the rest of the night. There's more food, and there's more drinks outside too. And then this year, we have a special treat at late for those that stay late and make it all the way to the end. We have mini chicken and waffle sandwiches that are going to come out at the end of the night. So that's incentive to stay up. Stay dancing, and you'll be rewarded at the end.
Awesome. And with that being said, Chef Judy Morrison will be preparing all the meals.
Yes, so we have, if I can remember them all, we have lots of great food options. We have a pasta bar. And at the pasta bar, we have wine pairings too. So you'll get whatever pasta you choose, you'll get a wine that's selected specifically to go with that pasta. There's a ramen station. There is a charcuterie station, so it's more than just a charcuterie board. It's huge, so you get to pick all your cheese and meats and nuts and great things that you want. And then we also have a raw seafood bar. So I'm excited about all those. We have our official king cake sponsor of the Robbies is Louders, and so they're providing several different kinds of king cake for our guests. So yeah, you're gonna come hungry because you're gonna be fed lots of food.
Yes,
yeah.
you're gonna be fed. And what's the attire for the event?
So our attire is red carpet ready, which is not super specific. That it just means whatever you feel comfortable walking the red carpet in. Some people wear black tie, so they'll wear tuxes and floor-length evening gowns. Some people wear cocktail attire, it's a little shorter, more sparkly, and then anywhere in between. So it's just whatever you feel glamorous in, whatever you feel ready to walk down the red carpet in. You just want, just your Hollywood best.
Awesome. And you told me that all the individual tickets are sold out.
Yes.
Which, congrats. That's
Thanks.
awesome.
We sold out super early this year. We have sold out in the past, but it's always been, right up to the last minute. And so we sold out in advance this time, which is great. We're excited, but we want to start planning now for next year to be bigger and better and find a way to accommodate more people. Because there's people out there that we had to turn away, and we want them to get to come and support us and have a good time.
Yeah. So if those people weren't able to get those tickets, there's always next year.
And if you were not able to get a Robbie's ticket, you can still participate in our auction. You can go to our website, and there's a link to the auction, which you can bid online. So you do not have to be present to bid on the auction items. If you find something you like, you can go ahead and jump in and start bidding on that.
Great. And is there anything else that you'd like to include about the Robinson or other events or things that this event helps or goes towards?
Yeah, I just want to reiterate that the support that we get through this party keeps our doors open for the rest of the year. It helps us to do those education events we were talking about, and most of our education programs are completely free. We do not charge a dime for them. It helps us bring the best cinema in the world to downtown Shreveport. It helps us do great events like Downton Abbey, series like Heels and Reels. We have a Black History Month film series coming up this month. We'd be here for hours if I told you everything. So really the support that we get from the Robbies and from our membership program sustains everything that we do. So I can't stress enough how important it is.
Yes. And that's it for today's show. But to remind, the event is Saturday, February 8th at 7 p.m. And Megan, thank you again for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, I appreciate all that you do and all that the Robinson does. And we will see you next week on What's Happening in SBC.